And say hello to people.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello. Hello, people.
We're streaming tonight. It's the 1st of January. Happy New Year, everybody.
Yes. Oh, I need to edit this layout.
2021. It's 2021. Gonna say goodbye to 2020. Gonna say goodbye now. Yeah. We are so done with 2020. Wow, is that sound for you both? You can hear me, Misty Mountain? What?
Hey, that's good news.
Everybody knows it.
Sounds good on my end too.
Okay, good.
Open up this.
Ha ha ha! Yep. I dig it. Life's a garden. Oh man.
Just finishing up some last minute stuff. Okay.
Hard to eat ice munching. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. I'm an ice muncher. Just
You ice muncher.
sharp.
Oh,
You
gosh.
ice muncher? That's really
You ice muncher.
We're at home with the slugger. Jeez. So, how is everybody? And by everybody, I think it's Misty Mountain and us two. Maybe that's it.
I saw. Well, I don't know. There's a few more.
Few more.
How's everyone doing?
Chatty chat. Not chatty chat.
I
Chat
need
chat.
to. Can everybody? Okay. There's supposed to be music playing. I don't know if it's loud, but I don't want it loud. So hopefully that's there. I need my rule book open.
This little menu says report board at home.
What?
What? Nothing.
Report me.
Yeah.
I did nothing wrong.
Let's see here. Oh, apparently. Apparently.
Let's
Apparently.
I'm gonna switch over to the main window. Here we go. Looks beautiful. Everything's working.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, we are playing Pandemic Legacy Season 0. This is the prologue, so this is no spoilers. This is kind of the pre-game you play before you actually start getting into the season.
Yeah.
Teach us how to play. Now, TJ, you have not played a Legacy Pandemic at all,
I
right?
have not. No. This is new for me.
Okay. So some basic differences. Overall, the game's pretty much the same. But if you see up here in the upper left, there's a couple of cards. And here they call them operations, and the other games they call them objectives. So each time you play, each month you play, you have different objectives or a different number of objectives. So if you see down here, it says Prologue. There's 2 stars, so you play it. You have 2 objectives. January, you have 2. February, you have 2. So on and so on.
Okay.
And those, normally in the Legacy game, those will change every month. Or some of them will stick around each month, but you'll get new ones occasionally. So in the Prologue, this is just kind of a demo. So we have 2 demo objectives. Which our 2 demo objectives are to acquire a target in Riyadh and acquire another target in an unknown city, which is this card behind here, which we do not know yet.
In the Pacific Rim.
Somewhere in the Pacific Rim. Yep. So
To the Tower of Waterloo.
let's look through. Okay, let's look through this README. This, I think, is just talking about that this is a demo game. So there's no spoilers, there's no stickers or anything you have to do. Like in the regular game, there's stickers that you add to the rule book, you add to the board, you do things, changes the game over the course of the season.
Okay.
And I kind of read through the rule book and the pertinent things we need to know.
It's all good.
No permit changes. So setup. That's already complete. So we'll need to do the... let's do that. So we need to do the step 4, which is add the agents to the board. So I'm going to put this over here. So in this game, we have agents that are in the field, which are in this red bag.
Okay.
Which would be like the cubes, which would be like the cubes in your normal Pandemic.
Okay.
So to start, we need to draw the top 3 cards from the threat deck.
Okay.
Yeah. So
real quick,
okay, wait, yeah.
Pandemic, we have like viruses spreading, right?
Right.
In this game, are spies spreading? What?
Let's look and see what it says for the differences. Yeah, it's So what it says, it's 1962, the height of the Cold War. Fanatical elements of the Soviet Union seek to create a bioweapon to destroy the West. You are trained in both medicine and field operations, so you must travel across the world neutralizing Soviet agents. So these are going to be Soviet agents out in the field that you're trying to get rid of, neutralize. And then achieve specific objectives while setting up teams of CIA operatives to assist with both. So
by neutralize, we're going to kill them.
Yeah, sure.
We're killing.
So in the same sense of having the viruses that are out there that you're neutralizing, you have these Soviet agents out there that you're neutralizing.
Got it.
And we will be... Okay, so let's just go through. So if you look on the board... Yeah, let's do this before we get started on the deck. So if you look at like North America... let's just zoom in here. We've got like New York, Washington, Toronto, etc. In the upper left, there's the blue symbol. Those are allied cities. So if you look all across the board, there's allies.
Okay.
The one with the little gray globe, like in Mexico City, that's neutral. And then, obviously, the other one, the red one, or orange, I guess, is the Soviet.
Okay.
So you've got the allies, the neutrals, and the Soviet. So some of the things you can do, you can only do like on an allied city, or some of them are only on a Soviet city, etc.
Okay.
So that's a little bit of a difference from regular Pandemic. We have agents, like I said, instead of cubes, it's these little agent people.
Secret agents, men and women.
Objectives I just talked about. You have, in a legacy game, you have different objectives each month.
Okay.
And in this one, we have there's these vans over here to the side, little cool looking vans with, again, the same symbols on them. And these are teams. During the game, you'll collect and discard sets of cards to essentially deploy a team in a city. And we'll use those teams to helps us complete some of the objectives. Like you have to get a team to a certain city. Like for this unknown, I need to look at it again. Like for this unknown city, I think we have to get a team somewhere there to like search or do something. Don't look at that card yet.
Oh.
I think you can put it down and just lift the other one up. Yeah.
Okay,
there you go. So yeah, we have to discover what that card is.
Okay.
During the course of the game. Okay, so it's teams. So then a team is active. Like, let's take this. I'll take one of these and stick it in Toronto. So a team is active when it's upright, when it's in a city of its own affiliation. But if it goes, so say this van was in Havana, it's not its affiliation, so we have to flip it on its side to show that it's not active.
Okay.
So teams can only do things when they're actually active in a city.
Okay.
And I think all of this will play out when we kind of get to it.
I'm following your lead.
Yeah. I mean, I briefly read through these rules, but I'll have to reference them. But I think I have a handle on it at least. Oh, there's a target here. Okay, yeah. So one of our objectives was acquire a target in Riyadh. So if you look at Riyadh, there's a little target token on there already. So that tells us.
Oh, got it.
What that is. To find the other target, we can use one of our actions, and I think we can discard some cards to do it, or we can we'll narrow it down by process of elimination with the cards. Like, essentially during the setup, one of these Pacific Rim cards was taken out of the stack and put there. So as we flip those over, we can put a token on it to show that it's not that city. So we'll process of elimination figure that out. And oh, Misty Mountain subscribed. Thank you so much for the subscription. Appreciate that. I didn't see if the little pop-up came up or not. It's supposed to.
I didn't hear it. Usually it goes bling.
I heard it, but let me replay it again. It should pop up in the middle of the screen. It did. Okay. She said it did. Okay. Cool. Well, thanks for the sub.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Okay, where was I? Let's see. Okay, I'm looking through the rule book to find our differences here. Characters, normally in the Legacy game you'd have a unique character. We just have temporary aliases. And these are basically like your character in, Pandemic, of course.
I have to share this real quick.
Okay.
On Instagram I saw somebody had ordered these specialty miniatures for Pandemic Hot Zone, and I was like, oh, those are really cool. They were painted, and they were the actual characters of the four that you play. And I was like, where'd you get those? And then somebody wrote in, I looked them up, and they're like 4 times the amount of what the game is. I was like, what? That's like $60
I know,
for just the characters.
They're so cool, but I'd love to do that sometimes, but man, paying more than the game.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, side tangent.
No, you're fine.
Okay, so yeah, we've got temporary aliases. And do you have, I see these down here, that's what you're kind of alluding to? One of us is the meta conference coordinator.
Yep.
Okay.
So I think I switched this. Yeah, I'm blue, you're red. Oh, but you want to be the other way, don't we?
I can be red if you want.
Well, no, I meant to switch it.
You probably did on one of your 4 attempts.
I was gonna say I was messing with setup here. There, you're blue.
I'm blue.
I can't get to the red. I don't know why I can never see the red. Why?
That's weird. You're black now.
It's like every time different colors show up. I don't understand it. Come on. Red is somewhere here.
Purple's a form of red. There's brown.
I mean, what the heck?
It wants to be brown.
There we go.
There it is.
So, okay, so we'll be switched here. So there's a little pin on which color, yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to stick with these colors because that's what our pawns are, so. Okay, yeah, so in the Legacy game, you'll have these aliases that you'll have different secret identities throughout the game. So in the Prologue, you just have kind of a temporary, generic one.
Okay.
So we're not going to gain assets. We won't be losing cover. So there's a lot of things that won't actually happen in this game. I think that's the gist of it.
Santiago, Chile.
And I think we'll just have to... Oh, I guess we can go through our actions. So... Like regular Pandemic, drive or ferry, basically move to an adjacent city, as always. Commercial flight, so this one's a little bit different. If you reveal an allied city card in your hand, you can move to the matching city. You don't have to discard it, just reveal it. You can discard a neutral city card to move to that matching city, and then you cannot move to a Soviet city using a commercial flight at all. So that's kind of a little bit of a difference there.
So you just reveal any allied city card?
Well, the one you want to go to. Like if you want to go to New York, if you have essentially just if you have it in your hand, you can go there. I see.
So you reveal it. You don't necessarily have to discard.
Right. It. So that's different because I think regular Pandemic, it's always a discard.
You always discard it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then next one, unrecorded flight. This is the same. You can discard the city card that the city you're in to move to any other city. And I always forget to use that one. Neutralize agent. That's remove a cube, essentially. So remove one agent from your city.
Okay.
Share intel. That's very similar. Give a card that matches the city you're in to another player. Essentially trade cards. Build a safe house.
Same kind of thing where we're trying to get 4 of the same color or something.
So Hot Zone is 4, but regular Pandemic's 5.
Okay.
So this one is... Yeah, there's 2 different things. There's... Identify a target. While you're at a safe house, discard 3 city cards matching your region to identify a target. Or there's also the assemble team, which is while you're at a safe house, discard 5 city cards matching the affiliation of your city. So 5 allied cards to put a team in that city. And that's kind of, I think that's kind of one of the main things we're trying to do is get teams out into the cities. Because that helps us achieve acquire targets.
Some serious Jack Ryan stuff.
This is pretty cool.
Okay.
I think I skipped build a safe house, so discard a city card matching your city to build a safe house there. Those are similar to the whatever they're called in Pandemic. We got drive or ferry a team, so you can move a team to an adjacent city. And then we've got the acquire targets, so select an acquire target objective, which are 2 objectives up there. If you have an active team in the required city, you complete it. If not, you fail that objective.
We don't want to fail.
You have an active team. Okay, so we essentially have to get, like, for our objectives, we have to get an active team into Riyadh and one into whatever this unknown city is. I guess I don't understand how you fail it, but I don't know. We'll figure that out. Is there anything on the back? That's the same. Okay, so that's all the actions. So, again, similar with some differences. And then player turn. So there's a couple more actions here, or more steps. Check surveillance, which does not actually affect us in this game, so we don't have to worry about that. Do our 4 actions. Mop up, which I'll explain when we get there. Draw our 2 cards, and then draw the threat cards. So that's kind of the similar steps.
When we kill someone, do we have to mop up their body?
I think that's kind of, if there's a team, I think what I read was if there's a team in the city, like basically if you move a team to a city with agents in it, the mop up is, it clears out all the agents in that city.
Okay.
So I'll double check that, but I think that's what it is.
Party on, Garth.
Okay, so now we can set up by drawing 3 cards. We're going to draw 9 cards total here to start. Make sure we got all that. So yeah, so we're going to flip over 3 cards and put 3 agents in each of those cities. So the first one is Washington. If you want to, do you want to put the agents in the cities?
Yeah,
I'll let you do that. So 3 agents into Washington.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
All right. Dang it. Come on, flip over. Cairo. 3 will go to Cairo. It's kind of different not having like city colors, or I don't know. It's a little different. It's a little different. I mean, you kind of do, yeah.
But it's the, I'm guessing the.
It's like the region, I think.
Affiliation means more than anything.
Yeah. New York. I got 3 in New York.
There are gray lines everywhere. You see the gray lines? Separating.
Like separating? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Oh no. This poor lad fell over. We're good. To New York, you said?
New York, yep.
Okay.
Okay, that's the 3. So now we go to 2.
Ooh, I'm getting regular pandemic vibes here.
Come on, flip over. Toronto. Man, it's all just hitting North America.
Holy cow.
So 2 of them to Toronto. Okay. Come on. Delhi. Delhi. Not New York.
Delhi.
Delhi. Which is
New Delhi or just the old Delhi?
just. Oh, is there a new? No, just the regular. Just the regular Delhi.
Okay.
Um.
Going a sandwich.
Come on. And Calcutta gets 2. Hello, FM Union. How are you doing? We are playing Legacy 0, Pandemic Legacy 0.
Calcutta?
Calcutta. Yep. Did you get him there?
I'm trying to find it.
Oh. It is yellow. No? What color is it? It's...
That was in Asia.
It's over
there
here.
it is.
India. I guess it says on the card India, so I could help you out that way.
I mean, that helps. I know some geography, but not...
My mic sounds better. Well, it's your mic, so... It just means I need to buy one when you start doing your stuff again.
How does mine sound?
Sounds good. I think it sounds good. It's always sounded good on my end, but...
Oh, yeah.
Alright.
Bow.
Bogota is going to get 1.
Bogota? Is that what that is?
Bogota. Oh yeah, I always say Bogota. Well,
Bogota,
I don't know.
Colombia.
Bogota.
Quito, Ecuador. Lima, Peru. La Paz, Bolivia.
I mean,
Asunción,
I believe you.
Santiago.
It only gets one.
Oh. Okay.
We're on to the ones now. Peking, China.
This is why you lost your first game of
Yes.
Top Gun.
Yeah, did I tell you? I did tell you that, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, because we played it. Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, we put out way too many things. I just did the normal setup.
Peking won.
One, yep. And then Johannesburg is one. That's the last of them.
Johannesburg.
Down there in
Johannesburg.
South Africa.
Got it.
Okay. Add agents, so that is that.
I'm really sad you can't pick up the coffee.
I know, it's like all these nice decorations on here.
Yeah.
Prepare the player deck, so that should be prepared. So okay, so we should have 4 cards already dealt to us. We can flip them all over, open-handed.
For all of us to see.
Yeah. I'm gonna move that.
This one's that baby.
And I noticed, yeah, see, they snapped to weird places, which was kind of annoying.
Gotta move this. You're doing fine.
I don't know why they do that.
People, don't you know it's all about time. Hey, did you know Cobra Kai Season 3 came out today?
I forgot about that. Yes, I did know that.
I watched the first 2 episodes. Good stuff.
I'm excited.
I need to get Brittany on board. I think she would do okay with that show.
Alright, place all pawns in Washington. I think we are ready to go. And I don't know who wants to go first.
I'm gonna let you.
Random. Okay. Well, still don't know what we're doing here. Let's see. Okay, I guess we could look at what our aliases are. I have the medical conference coordinator. So as an action, I may move a team or a different player's pawn up to 3 cities away from its current city. So that's cool.
Anytime you can move somebody else's pawn, I feel like that's
a nice one, yeah. It says the team or pawn does not enter any cities in between. So I'm not sure what that actually means. There must be... I'm guessing in the future there's something when you enter a city, it does something. And then also... Oh, for cover. Okay. So we do when we have to... That's what it was. When we check surveillance... I kind of forgot about this. I skipped over it, but we do have to do it. So when we check surveillance... So if we look at Havana... There's one eyeball there.
Yeah.
That means there's one... What is it called here? Let me look. Make sure I got the name right. Surveillance. So that means Soviets are monitoring the city. So if you start in that city, you need to... Normally on your card you'd have a little thing to scratch off, and you'll reveal those as you go through the game. In this prologue game, we have to just discard... If you look at the bottom of your card, it says cover. When playing with a temporary alias, for every cover you would scratch, just discard 1 card if you have any instead. So, essentially, it's not good to start in one of those cities.
Okay.
In the long term. Okay. So, what do I want to do? Let's look at my actions here. Probably should remove an agent from the city. And I have this event card.
Counterintelligence.
Alright, and I have... I'm going to stack these cards. Well, I think I'll remove... I'll neutralize an agent. I'll remove one. So there's one.
Hey, Chris.
Yes.
I'm reading a Laffy Taffy. It says, "What's a nocturnal horse?"
A nocturnal horse? Oh,
yeah, a nightmare. That's not a dad joke. That was
that's a Laffy Taffy joke. Do I need a counter for that?
No, because I won't always eat Laffy Taffy.
Okay, so I neutralize. I'll move to New York. I'll neutralize another agent. That's 1, 2, 3. I really don't know. I don't have a handle on this game yet. Let's see. I'll just neutralize another agent, I guess. Alright, so that's... Do 4 actions, mop up. So I need to... Let me check on mop up real quick.
I'm using Misty, so that's good.
That counts.
Is there a certain circle you have to hop on?
What do you mean? In the
city that you're on?
No.
You have to put them in one of the 3? Okay.
No, I think that's when the cover happens. Which I gotta figure out how those come out, I guess. Let me look at mop up. I don't think we have any mop up at the moment. Mop up. Do actions. Where's number 3? Mop up. Remove all agents in each city with an active team. Okay, so there's none of those, so don't need to do that. And then draw 2 player cards. Draw 2. And I got a Sydney and an East Berlin. Okay, those will just stay there. And then draw threats. So we have threat level of 2. So Istanbul, I'm assuming we just put 1. Let me check.
Okay, you know what we have to do, right?
Istanbul is not Constantinople.
Istanbul is not Constantinople. Been a long time gone.
What a Constantinople get the works. That's nobody's business but the Turks.
Nobody's business but the Turks. Do, 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 do. Oh, good song.
Place 1 agent there. Yep. So 1 agent to Istanbul. Do you want to do the agents?
Sure.
For me, and I'll do them for you.
Yeah.
Oops.
Istanbul.
And then 1 to Warsaw.
1 in Warsaw?
1 in Warsaw. Yep. And that is my turn.
Istanbul. Okay. So I can apparently, when you build...
Oh yeah, I forgot to look at your thing, yeah.
When you do the build safe house action, you do not need a city card.
Okay, so you can build a safe house essentially anywhere, whatever city you're in. Now I don't know that, I mean, I'm assuming we need to spread those out like we do in the normal pandemic. Oh, we just got a raid. Oh, and I forgot my hat.
Raid.
From Many Nerds Nerding. Hello, nerds. Welcome.
Nerds unite. I'm gonna nerd out here in a moment. Just give me a second. Okay.
Oh,
Let's raid.
he can nerd out. I don't have my hang on. Well, no, my hat's in the back. I forgot to grab it.
Raiders. I'm that man. That's right. Many nerds nerding. I love raids. Hello,
we love
Raiders.
raids. Welcome, Raiders. We are playing
Right.
the Season 0. This is the first time we're playing it. This is the prologue, so we're just kind of learning it.
We're kicking butt and taking names.
Thanks for the follows. 2 follows,
Follow.
Many Nerds, and and another follow. Thank you for the follows.
I have to ask. Many nerds and nerding. Are you basing it off like the Christmas song?
Many
Many nerds and nerding.
sounds about right to me.
Gotta be right, yeah. LOL. Did not mean to do that. Did you not mean to subscribe or follow? Is that what? Oh,
Wait, what?
okay. I have to go back up. I'm like, I'm always like 5 minutes.
You're
late.
behind.
Okay. Okay. Actually, you know what? I think I'm gonna stream like this from now on. This looks legit.
I mean, once you get
I can
right,
even put it over the bat ears, right?
you know, it's not. I mean, there are people that stream with a mask on the whole time, so
Yeah. Okay, I'll take the mask off.
I'm gonna have to. Well, I'll go give you guys a follow too once we finish tonight. But thank you all for the follows. We normally stream on Thursday nights at 9:15 Central Time, but I did not do that last week or yesterday, so we're doing it tonight. How's the prologue? We are working on the prologue right now. This is our first time playing it, and we're just getting started.
Our first turn.
And I'm liking it. Reading through the rules, I really like it. I've played Season 1 and Season 2 and enjoyed those, and this is totally different, yet still totally the same. So it's pretty cool so far.
Yeah, Gabzilla, I am a Cubs fan. And I bought this hat in St. Louis. That's right, I did. It was the best. I love it.
I
Okay,
have
so-
no affiliation either way with.
Ah, yes, I'm sorry. I personally have no disrespect for the White Sox, so. Go Cubs, go. Cool. Might have to duck out in a few minutes to avoid the spoilers. There is no spoilers on this.
Actually, yeah, this prologue will have no spoilers. This is. I don't know if you've played any of the Legacy games, but there's always a prologue where you just kind of play to learn how to play the game. And there shouldn't be any game spoilers. I mean, there might be some minor spoilers, like. I mean, I guess not really spoilers, but just different things you may not be aware of. But there's not supposed to be any spoilers, so.
I still have to play Season 1 and 2.
But I totally understand if you want to leave. No worries.
Get it. Okay, so my turn, right?
Yes.
Like my first turn.
Your
'cause
first
you
turn.
just your first turn. So
Yes.
okay, so basically, do we want a safe house in North America?
I mean, we have one now, so there's one in Washington.
This is a safe
that's what
house,
that
right?
is. Yep.
Okay, got it.
I mean, I would say we want one in each region at least. Just
Okay.
not knowing anything about this, I would guess each region would make sense.
So if I went, let's see, 1, 2. How many actions we get? 4.
4.
I could set one up in Bogota.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, and then and I don't have to discard, right?
3. Nope.
Do the build safe house action, you do not need a city card, so
1, 2,
we could set one up there.
4. Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Alright, Bogota is now a safe house city. Alright, now I didn't see really what you were doing with the other.
Okay, so we did check surveillance. We didn't do that. So you did your 4 actions. Mop up. We don't have to worry about mop up yet because we have no teams out there.
Right.
So then draw your 2-player cards here,
That's easy.
like normal. Yep.
Okay.
We better
And
flip.
draw
Actually, you
4
need to flip them over in case we get a epidemic
event.
or whatever it's called in this.
Bombay.
Okay.
Do we have a... Let's see here. Do we have any sort of... Never mind. Like, number of cards we can have?
7.
7, okay.
Yep, 7 cards. Unless you have... yeah, some of the... I'm assuming some of the players will have, like, an extra card or something like that. Like the other ones.
So I just did my first turn.
Then you need to draw the threat cards, so 2 threat cards.
Oh. Okay.
And I'll take care of the peeps for you.
Alright, so first card is Hanoi. Hanoi. There it is.
Hanoi? Where is that at? Is that?
That took a while.
Got it.
I think that's in
Found it.
Asia. Yep.
Okay.
In our geography going. Bangkok.
Bangkok. Can I
Just
say that?
2, right?
Can I say that on? Yes.
You can.
Okay.
Just say the city afterwards. So
The city of Bangkok.
there we go.
Okay, so I still need to... Okay, so for the teams, we need to discard the 5 cards. So that's kind of what we're trying to get to.
Oh, yeah.
You've got a couple of yellow ones. I've got a yellow. You got
These
some
Raiders
purple.
did not get a taste of Homestar. What up? I mean,
Homestar.
I think I'm the cool guy. Hey guys, how's it going? Now that we're done streaming, I can drink straight from the champagne bottle now. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Wait,
Where-
is it a cup?
Yeah. Strong Bat? I can't do my Strong Bat voice very good. Strong Bat is not here at the moment.
Oh, I can't do strong.
I can't. Sometimes I can. It's got to be just right.
I hear you like dancing around like an idiot. Is this true? La di da di di da di di da di. Where's the cheat? And I can definitely not do strong mad.
Rah, rah, rah.
Okay, you got it.
Rah, rah.
And there's also Bubs.
Hurts a little bit.
I don't have Trogdor here because he's in my Trogdor the board game box. Dadgummit. But I do have, yeah, Coach Z. Heck of a jorb there. Am I done with my turn?
I got to do my turn. I'm just letting you do your thing.
Just do my thing. Okay.
I'm just gonna work on.
Somebody
Oh,
gave
gosh.
me these. You remember Chip Gillespie?
Yeah.
He,
Oh, cool.
One day dropped off these. I'm like, okay, these are going to be new Twitch things. So he dropped me off Soups. He dropped me off Captain America.
Nice.
We're going to have our own Civil War here. We've got Iron Man. I love it. Anyway. Oh, yeah. Many nerds are nerding. I've got lots of nerd things. You're killing my peeps. Nice job, Chris. I killed no one. Yeah. On my turn, but I think we're still doing great. Oh, yeah.
I think I'm gonna use. Because I'm going to have to draw, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to use this counterintelligence card, which says, put one card from the threat discard pile into the game end area. So I will do that. And who are we going to be threatened by? It looks like Cairo would probably be a good choice, because we're not going to get there. So this will be challenging. Yikes. Okay, there we go. I don't know how to put him in there, though. And we'll just put him there. Okay. I guess that's the one thing about Tabletopia that makes things a little challenging. Finding the exact card you need. Okay, so I drew my... No, I did not. So now I'm going to draw my 2-player cards. Draw 2. Oh gosh, okay, so I got Khartoum. And then I got an escalation. So, increase the threat. So advance the threat level 1 space. So, you got that? Okay.
Yep.
So draw the bottom card from the threat deck. So to do this, hold shift as you draw a card. Here, I can do it. Nope, not that one. So from this new deck. So we'll draw one here. So Sao Paulo will get 3 agents onto it.
OMG.
And we'll put that there.
Suddenly I'm not feeling good about things.
Oh, thanks for the hydrate, Super Tej.
You're welcome.
Hydrating with Coke tonight.
Nice.
And then we'll intensify, so we'll shuffle this discard pile.
Just did a promotion there.
I know. Oh, well, let's actually flip it, the whole thing first, and then we'll shuffle it a couple times.
Flip it up. And just shake. Shake it up. It's not too late to rip it.
Put that back on top. Okay, so now I'll draw my 2 cards. So Istanbul gets 1.
Oh, I thought somebody for sure would have typed whip it good.
And Bogota gets 1.
It's just a shame.
You on?
You said so. What was the last one?
Istanbul and Bogota. Bogota. Bogota?
Nope, it's Bogota.
Bogota. Well, I've said Bogota the whole time I've ever played this game, so...
Bogota, Colombia. You were getting there. Okay. Whew. Thank you.
Okay. And that is my turn.
All right. I'm going to neutralize some peeps in my hometown here. In Bogota. Alright, so we're going to get rid of 1 here. Threat neutralized. So that's 1. 2. Let's get rid of 1 here. 3. And 4.
Yeah, I'm just not really sure what I want to do here. Oh, let me make sure. Okay.
I didn't check surveillance.
We're good for that for now. Well, yeah, you're okay. Incident.
2-4 actions mop up. We're not mopping anything. Floor's clean. Draw 2 player cards. Okay. And it looks like I'm going to have to get rid of 1.
Oh. Okay.
Any that I should get rid of?
I don't think at this point it matters. I mean, we want to get 3 cards. 3 cards will give us... So if we want to identify that other target city that we need to get to, we need 3. We need to discard 3 in the Pacific Rim. So those would be better to keep, which I have 1. That's it.
Looks like I have Shanghai, but that's in Asia, so. I don't have any of those, so well, I'll get rid of Toronto. Okay, and then draw threat cards, and it looks like we're drawing 2 still.
Yep.
Hanoi. Why is that so hard to say? That's annoying, but I can't say that word. And New York. No.
Newark. Okay. Dang.
New York.
Got it.
Check. My done turn is.
Okay, so there's a difference here, which we haven't had it yet, but you know, in pandemic, when you get it like an outbreak and the disease spreads.
Yes.
So this is a little different. An incident occurs, so they don't spread out to surrounding cities. Something different happens. So I guess we'll get to that when that happens. Okay, so what are we trying to do? We're trying to get to... We need to acquire a target in Riyadh. What do we need to do to acquire that target? We need to...
We need to get away. We need to fly away.
Select and acquire target objective. If you have an active teams in the required cities, you complete it. So does this have something on the back?
Misty, I just saw your note that you're playing on BGA. What are you playing? Oh, the 90s music. Oh. Rio. What's in white stuff.
Okay, where's Riyadh? There's our target. So we kind of need to get a team there. We need to get a team in this neutral region.
I'm heading that way.
So we need a team. We need at a safe house, discard 5. So we need to get a safe house in that neutral region.
Do they all have to be from that region?
So you can... I mean, your ability is you can build a safe house?
Yeah.
Wait, no.
On my next turn, I'll fly there.
Wait, is that right?
Hard.
We build a safe house. Oh, yeah. So yeah, you can build a safe house over there. To assemble the team, yeah, we need 5 city cards matching that affiliation. So 5 neutral cards, which I have... Oh, yeah, see, this is confusing. Okay, so I have 3 of them now. So where are you at right now?
I'm in Sao
Paulo. Which you do not have that card. I don't have that card. Okay. Can we trade cards? No. Could I move you to Mexico City? 1, 2.
Yeah.
If I moved you there, and then I went 1, 2, I could get Mexico City from you.
Okay.
which would give me 4 cards. That could be a choice. Or actually, you want to go closer, though.
To Asia.
1, 2... Well, I could move you right to Riyadh.
I've got the card there that I could fly there.
I can... Well, so as an action, I can move a team or a different player's pawn up to 3 cities away from its current city. So I could move you there. Oh, but I can't get there, though.
You could send me to Cairo. No. Khartoum?
Bombay. Where's Bombay? Bombay.
Leopolloville.
Oh gosh. I don't know what to do.
There's a lot going on over there. I'm afraid we're going to have a conflict.
I'm afraid we are too. Gosh, can I fly there somewhere?
What's your power again?
I can move you, so I could... Lagos, Delhi, Khartoum. I could move you to Riyadh.
But I don't know how you can, because it says up to 3 cities away.
Yep. So you're in Sao Paulo, so 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I didn't see that connection. Okay, yeah. Okay.
If I did that, you're there. Then I could fly there, or close to there. Just thinking if I can get both Riyadh and Bombay from... See, I'm still going to lose a card that way.
By sending me there, it's only 1 action.
Right.
So you would still have your others. Oh, man.
I mean, I think we need to get over in the region anyway.
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay, so let's move you. I don't know where I'm going with it, but I'll move you there. I want to go there too, so I want to go to Khartoum. I'm going to discard my Khartoum because it's a neutral city. And I'll go there. So that's 2 actions. 3 and 4. I feel like I got to get rid of one of those. Oh, we got rid of Cairo though already. That's not necessary, is it? I took Cairo out of the deck, so that shouldn't... Well, I don't know if there's multiples of them, I guess.
That's really cool that you can take...
Yeah. Usually, like in the Legacy games, stuff that you put in here has some sort of consequence sometimes. Because I kind of want to get Riyadh from you and Bombay from you somehow. Well, let's get... Okay. So that's 1, 2. Let's get Riyadh. I'll take Riyadh from you. Which gives me 3. And then... I don't know. I'll move there, I guess. What other actions could I do? That's about it. Okay. So that's my 4 actions. So mop up. We don't need to mop up. Draw 2 player cards. Okay. Okay, good. So now if I get Bombay from you, we'd be good. 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's get rid of Sydney so I can get to 7 cards.
Bye, mini nerds nerding. Good to meet you.
Yes, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for following. I'll make sure to go follow you after this too. So
hope to see you again on Twitch. On the Twitchy Twitch flip flip. What up, whoop, whoop, whoop. Have a good night. Happy weekend.
Draw 3 cards. Okay. Oops. Sao Paulo gets an agent.
Sao Paulo gets an agent.
Oh, and I should have...
I'm gonna get it and put it here.
If you're still here, many nerds,
Many nerds are nerding.
go give us both a follow on our places, our
Respective
socials.
Socials.
Okay, so Sao Paulo got one, which I assume you did.
Oh,
yes.
I put one there, yep.
And Washington.
Washington.
Ooh, that's got 3 now. Yikes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mini nerds nerding. Saw it. Yay.
Yay.
Socials.
Thank you. And I'm doing a giveaway on Instagram right now, so go check that
I
out.
wonder if that's gonna be like the new thing. Like, can I see your credentials?
Hey, can I see your socials? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, my turn, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna set up a safe house.
Good plan.
Here in Rihanna.
She dancing?
So that's one action. And what's the set up a team. Discard 5 city cards.
5 city cards.
Affiliation. Your city with a team.
So yeah, we're gonna need a team in that neutral area for sure. So that's what I'm working on. Okay, so if you end in Bombay, I can come get Bombay from you on my turn.
If I end in Bombay.
As long as we're both in Bombay, since you have the Bombay card.
Should I do something in Cairo?
I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I got rid of the...
I just won't be able to get to Bombay, though.
Yeah, I mean, I got rid of the Cairo card. I don't know if there's more in there. I got rid of one of them. It shouldn't come up in the next... We got 6, 9... It shouldn't come up in the next few cards. Because we've already gone through, however many. 12 or something.
Okay. 1, 2... You want me to stop there? Because I've already set up the safe house, so that's 3.
I think so,
if
yeah.
I go anywhere else... Okay.
I think so. Is there anything else you can do?
Thanks, Misty! I gotta follow. I gotta follow. I gotta follow.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta follow.
She's new to Instagram, so...
Me too.
I should have done a Friday follow today. Identify, share intel, neutralize agents. Yeah, I think. Oh, I should have used a different card. Okay, well, whatever. We're done. So I can come get Bombay from you. Oh, then I got to get back. So 1,
But we gotta do the
2, 3, 4.
no mop up.
Dang.
Draw 2 player cards. I have to discard one of them. There's Cairo. Pyeongchang. Pyongyang. Do we want to get rid of that? Do we want to get rid of... You're gonna take Bombay.
I mean, we know that we need... We know our target's going to be in the Pacific Rim, so that's what we are going to need.
Got it.
I guess, if I'm understanding.
I got rid of
If I'm
Cairo.
understanding things correctly, I think that's how it's going to go.
And threat cards. Johannesburg.
South Africa.
Toronto.
Toronto. Okay. Cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool.
Now I need to go out and follow you, Misty. To Dungeons Day. Did I tell you that Ava likes listening to the Misty Mountain songs from Lord of the Rings?
I think you did say that. Did you tell me that?
I think I did.
I think you did, yeah. That's cool.
Many nerds nerding. 5 sets of keys.
So I need to... Okay. I can't do this in 4 turns, though. I need to get to a safe house. 1, 2...
Misty Mountain, do you have a different username on Instagram?
Oh, yeah, it's like Meeple Grande something or other. I don't remember.
Meeple Grande Gamer Geeks?
Yes.
Follow back now. Woo, woo. Hey, I got Gods Love Dinosaurs too. We played some Railroad Inc. the other night as well.
One. Stealing Bombay from you. Oops. Get rid of that. It's 2, 3, 4. Dang, I just can't quite do it.
I haven't played it yet. The rules were a little overwhelming for my daughter, so I punched it and then didn't get a chance to play it yet, but I'm looking forward to playing it. There's tons of cool meeples in it. So. No.
Gosh.
Escalation.
I gotta get rid of that.
Increase the threat.
Sorry. Okay.
I'll increase the threat. Oh, you got it?
Oh, I got it.
You're good.
Increase that.
Add agents. Draw the bottom card from the threat deck. Add 3 agents to that city. Discard the card. Threat discard.
So, East Berlin. We'll get 3 agents.
Oh, apparently you can only take 1 at a time.
What? No.
Yeah.
If you roll on your mousy wheel.
That's the only way to do it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you roll up on the mouse wheel, 1, 2, 3, like it'll let you take whatever.
No fair. Okay. And where are we going?
East Berlin gets those 3. East Berlin. Oh. And we'll flip this over. And we'll shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle.
Ruth? Baby Ruth?
Okay, and I will draw
Should
2.
never punch Trex. Yeah. Oh, T-Rexes. Yeah, I know. Never punch T-Rex in the face.
So Sao Paulo gets 1.
Sao Paulo. Where you
Oh
at,
boy.
y'all?
Oh boy.
It's filling up, y'all.
And Washington. Oh boy. Okay, so
Uh-oh.
since there's 3 there, so don't put a 4th one there.
There's an event.
There's an incident. So what happened? So on this card, on this Washington card, it has a little thing here that says incident. So teams compromise. Shift each team in a city with surveillance that is not in a safe house to Washington. So we don't have any teams.
Nope.
Team with surveillance. I don't even know what that means. So I don't think we have to do anything there. So we don't have a team yet. So I guess we're kind of okay there.
So these 3 people here don't count as a team, right?
No, the team is the little van that we put out there. Like when we turn in 5 cards, we put a team out there.
Okay.
Just make sure I'm doing that right.
Okay, I'm definitely doing this now every time I kill a person. And now it won't go level. Crap.
When an incident occurs in a city, place 1 incident token in that city. So that is the... Let me find the components. I think it's that one. Yeah, little exclamation point. Okay. Scroll back down. Then immediately draw the bottom card of the threat deck and apply the... Oh, so, never mind. We don't do that incident. We do draw the bottom card from the threat deck and apply that incident. No, you still... Put an incident marker.
So leave that out there.
Put an incident marker there. Oh, wait, hang on. Yeah, because the incident occurred in Washington. So you put an incident token there. Any player in that city loses a cover. There's no players there. So then immediately draw the bottom card here. So do that. And we do apply the incident that's on that card. Which is Sleeper Cells Activate. Place an agent in every city with 1 or more incident tokens in the Pacific Rim. Oh, well, there's none in there.
None. Yay.
There's an agent in every city with 1 or more incident tokens in the Pacific Rim. So we don't have that. It seems kind of like... I don't know. So then this card, it says, goes into the game end area.
Oh, you stream Gods Love Dinosaurs, huh?
Okay, I think that's all the incident. Okay. So that was... Gosh, where are we at? That was the second card I drew, right? Yeah, okay. So now it's your turn. I always get lost in this game because you have to go through and figure out all the different things you have to do.
Do the builds. 5 cards matching the affiliation of your city. So basically,
oh wait, I think
we need 5 neutral cards.
Still doing this wrong.
Are you looking to build the team?
Yes. So while it's safe, let's discard 5 city cards matching the affiliation of your city. Yeah, so that, to me that means 5 neutral cards, which is what I have, right? That sounds right.
Yes.
I'll double check.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's of the affiliation. Okay, so yeah, I think we're doing all right. I was kind of getting confused because there's like there's a difference between the region.
Yeah, I think regions, the areas within the gray, but
The regions within the lines,
affiliation would
Yeah.
be
Because our other objective is an unknown city in the Pacific Rim. So that's going to depend. So it could be Sydney. So it could be a neutral city. It could be an allied city. We don't know yet. Okay. Hopefully it'll be a neutral. Because if it's an allied city, then we have to get an allied team out there too. So we kind of need to discover that soon. So how do we so we can do at a safe house you can discard 3 city cards matching your region to reveal a target city of your region. So matching your region. See that? Oh, that's confusing with the different things. So if we discard 3 Pacific Rim cards at a safe house in the Pacific Rim, so we need one over there, then we can find that other city that we need to find.
okay.
So I guess that's a goal
1.
for you to get into the Pacific Rim eventually.
You gotta watch this. Okay, so I'm here. I think I'm gonna go to Calcutta and get rid of this guy. So that's 1. It's just though, so funny. Flip him and he. Oh. Okay. So that's 2, right?
Yeah.
And then 3, 4. And then on my next turn, I'll set up a safe house.
I think so. I think that sounds good, yeah.
Alright, so no mop up, draw 2 player cards. I hate this because I keep having to throw them away.
Oh, I know. So it might not hurt to keep some allied cards, because we may have to do that one. Like, I would maybe keep that one.
Think so?
Because we may have to build a team in an allied team.
So get rid of like Shanghai or Warsaw?
Yeah, or even maybe Mexico City. Well, at a safe house. Oh gosh, so see, we need. I think we're going to need the well.
Uh-oh.
The affiliation of your city. We may need a safe house in Sydney. Would be the safer bet, because we can move the team. We can move the neutral team that I build. It can move over to the Pacific Rim.
There's an incident. In East Berlin.
East Berlin. Okay, so put a... Okay, so a 4th one doesn't go in there.
That's right.
But a thingamabobber goes in there. And then draw the bottom card of the deck. Flip that over, and then rotate that. Incident. Place an agent in every city with 1 or more incident tokens in Europe. Which creates another...
Would be East Berlin.
Yep, which will create another...
Incident?
Essentially creates another incident, it says, yeah. Let me check. If you place a 4th agent in 1 or more cities, another incident occurs, yeah. So essentially East Berlin gets another incident. Ooh, do we die if we run out of... if we use all these incidents? I bet we do. And then another incident. So shift, draw the card, Flip it, rotate it. Players in Asia or the Pacific Rim that are not in a safe house each lose 1 cover. Asia or Pacific Rim. So that's both of us. So to lose 1 cover, we don't have a scratch-off thing. We just have to lose a card. So I'll get rid of that one. That's a little more harmless. I should look. Game end. Yeah, so if there are no more incident tokens, then we need to place one. The game is over.
Okay.
So essentially, if we run out of player cards, if we run out of agents, and if we run out of incident tokens. Not sure how you ever fail one of these. Okay, so that was the 2. You did the 2 threat deck cards. Okay, so my turn. I'm going to turn in the 5 cards for a team. So 1.
Good call.
2,
A 2. A 3. 3.
And a 5. So we'll put that there. And then, okay, so that's
Threat level midnight.
put a team there. Okay, so that we did that. So now I think I can actually acquire the target. Select an acquire target objective. If you have active teams in the required cities, you complete it. If not, you fail that objective. It says required cities. I think it's just the one. Okay. Let me double check to make sure they're active.
That's right. A 1, a 2, a 3. 3. How many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? 3.
Sorry, I'm just looking to see when... I can't remember when the team is active or not active. I thought it was... As long as they're in a city that's their affiliation, they're active. But I want to make sure.
I've got a belly button.
Okay, so we're good. So I'm going to do the... So that was one action to get the team. I'm going to acquire the target.
Do it.
In that city, because we have the team there in that city. So we will put a...
We are done with that, right?
Yep. We will put
Creature
that on there, and we have to do
creature
read debrief number 301. So flip over that.
which
Demo debrief, yeah. And read number 301.
your team observed Soviet activity in the city, followed a careless operative back to their hideout, and rolled up the entire operation. Excellent work. This will reflect well on your final evaluation. Sometimes a debrief entry will have further instructions. In this case, there is no further information.
Yeah, it's all boring in the prologue.
That's really... okay.
So we beat that one. Okay. So that's 2. I still have 2 actions left.
That's right, Octonauts. Creature report. Creature report. Creature apart, apart, apart. Kiddos.
I think I'll drive. I'll move this team from there to there. Try to get closer to the Pacific Rim. Okay.
Isn't that the robot battling show? Pacific Rim? Those giant robots that...
Yeah, I never saw that one. The big... They
I didn't
attack
either.
LA or something.
Though I was told the first one was really good, the second one's pretty bad. Captain Barnacles is adorbs. I need to watch that. I just heard the song, that's it. Okay. Have you finished your move?
No. Finish my actions. I need to check...
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I need to check... So mop up. There's nothing to mop up. Oh, maybe I should have moved him...
Barnacles.
Hang on. That's a different thought here. Because wait, mop up, I think it removes everybody in that city, so maybe I should move him to Delhi instead first. Remove all agents in each city with an active team. That might be a better choice, so my 1-2 to move to Delhi. That might be a better idea. Because then I can mop up and get rid of all these agents.
That's sick. Does your pawn still stay?
Yeah, so as an action you can move the team versus moving your pawn. You could drive or ferry a team to an adjacent city. Okay, okay, so that's the mop-ups, and then draw 2 player cards. Flip you, and...
Flip you, man.
Flip you. Okay, good. Good.
Flippin'
And
flippity
then
flip.
2 of these guys. Bogota.
Bogota, Colombia.
And Hanoi.
Honduras?
Super annoying. Asia.
There we go.
And we're still on 2, right? Yes, we're on 2. Okay. Your turn.
Alright, so I'm going to set up a fire station here in the Pacific region of the world in Manila.
Yeah, and I think it might not hurt to put one in Sydney as well, because remember it needs to be that affiliate.
Okay.
Or maybe you do it in Sydney instead, because, well, yeah, I don't know. Because I was going to move this other one down to that area, but it doesn't hurt to have them both.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, and you've already got 4 allied, so... Oh, gosh, if we could get to London... Oh, that's just so far away.
So far away. I could fly to Rome for my last action.
Yeah. It just gets rid of... Well, gosh.
Or Warsaw.
It might be worth it. Warsaw, okay, would that be closer?
But Warsaw is heavily surveillanced.
Oh, yeah, and you don't want to start there. Shanghai? Oh, no. Yeah, if you were in Warsaw, though, I could move you to... But I can't. I don't think I can get there. 1, 2... 3, no. London? I can't get to London. Yeah, I don't know. So you can move the you can move the van.
Okay.
Oh, but it won't be active in... Well, yeah, you can move it to Calcutta. How many actions do you have left? 2?
Just one.
Just 1. Yeah, you can move it to Calcutta. And it'll at least mop up there.
Okay. So, check for surveillance for mop up.
Mop it up.
Draw 2 player cards. Does the game end when the player cards have all been drawn?
Yes.
Well, that's the worst.
I don't know how many are in there. Does it 10, 20? There's like 30 cards left.
So I gotta get rid of one of these.
Quiet night out there in the Twitch world, apparently.
Apparently. Okay, I'll get rid of Shanghai. Should be good. And then threat level midnight.
Misty Mountain is here, and we appreciate it.
It's true. Misty Mountain. Oh no, New York. You've done it again, sir.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's alright. It's alright.
Istanbul, Wisconsin. No, pronounced Istanbul, Wisconsin. And a long time ago, Constantinople got the works. As nobody's business with the Turks. Oh no, what? Where did
What'd
that
you
come
just
from?
do?
Where did he come from?
Cairo, I think.
Okay, whoops. Oh no.
Oh no.
Alright, I'm good.
Alright. I don't know what to do. We need to figure
Misty
out...
Mountains is here, and Pretzel Rocks.
Pretzel Rocks.
Sounds like a board game.
Okay, that region, so that doesn't work. I have no Pacific Rim cards. Do you have any Pacific Rim? You do not.
I don't.
Well, let's go...
I am 100% pathetic.
East Berlin. Madrid? Where's Madrid?
Ooh, this could be helpful. Put a safe house onto one city on the board. Play anytime, not an action.
We could do that.
Misty and Pretzels sounds like a preschool game for learning math. Okay, kids, Misty and Pretzels. So if that's helpful to you at all.
Yeah, what stinks is you can't, like, fly between the two safe houses like you can in regular Pandemic.
Oh, that's weird.
I just don't know. I don't know. That doesn't help. It's like we need more of the teams, but we don't have enough cards for teams.
So yeah, I wouldn't have been able to move. Well, wait a second. Yeah, you could have. You cannot move a Soviet city to a Soviet city using commercial flight. I don't think I could have flown to a Warsaw.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that. I'm just kind of stumped. I don't know what to do here. 1, 2. I want to get to Hanoi, but I can't get there.
Super annoying.
Oh wait, can I go?
This deck only has 10 more cards.
Well, I'm gonna move Calcutta. I'm gonna move the van to Bangkok. That's 1, 2, 3. I'll go to Istanbul and neutralize an agent.
Neutralized.
I
Neutralized.
think that's all I can do. Mop up, so I'll clear that out of there. Oop, whoop, whoop.
Let me show you how to do this. You gotta move this. You're doing fine. There's nothing to it.
Okay. Johannesburg. And Bangkok. Which I just mopped up. Okay. Your turn. Sorry. I need to read our... I never did read our mission briefing. But...
It is what it is.
we know what it is.
Alright, so... Where does this line go? This goes to Los Angeles.
Sydney, yeah.
Do I want to stay in the Pacific Rim, though?
I mean... Oh, you've got 5... Oh, gosh, yeah. Yeah. You could turn in your 5 cards. You have a safe house there, right?
Yep.
You could turn those 5 cards in for a team. Affiliation of your... Yeah, you could... Yeah, that might be a good idea.
And we use the little blue symbol on the top, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's one action, right?
That was... Oh, yeah, that was one action. Yeah, yep.
So, I think I'll move up to...
How do we still need to figure out which city... Okay, we need to do that somehow.
Retrieve biological research.
Oh, wait. So would it have made sense to do... A lot of safe house, discard 3 city cards matching your region. Okay, so... You didn't have any Pacific Rim region cards, right? I don't think you did.
No.
I don't think any of us did, so that's what we need those.
I haven't the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, you could move... Well, yeah, I don't know. We need that dang team over in Washington and New York to clear those out of there. So 1, 2, 3, but you can't get there. 1. You could get it to Toronto. So you've only done one action right now, right?
Right.
And didn't you have... Hang on, what was your ability?
To build safe houses.
Or, as an
Without
action,
city cards.
while at a safe house, discard a city card to move to any city on the board.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
So you could...
So it could be helpful to go to, like, Rome or something.
You could get over to...
Or East Berlin, or...
somewhere over there to clear some stuff out, yeah. I mean, Washington
Is this
needs
any
it.
city?
It says any city, yeah. Just discard a card.
But I would have to go... I couldn't go to a Soviet.
I don't...
Oh,
It doesn't say
city.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
it says any city.
Well, let's go to East Berlin, and then I'll get rid of some stuff.
Wait,
So that's action.
did you discard New York?
No, I haven't discarded any.
Oh.
These are my two cards.
Did you accidentally pick up?
I
Okay.
accidentally pulled it out.
I was
yeah.
like, I thought that was already gone.
Yep,
What's
nope.
happening?
And then, so, I'll get rid of Warsaw.
Yeah.
Fly up here to East Berlin. So that's 2,
It's 2.
3.
Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot.
I like it a lot. Mop up
Oh, except you're going to start... dang it.
in surveillance city.
Yeah, I mean, all you have to do is discard a card, though, so...
I'm okay with that.
It's okay.
Okay.
So mop up, so Bangkok will lose that agent that's there. And nobody's in Sydney.
For an action, can you just move the van
Yes.
anywhere you want?
Yes.
I should do that next time.
That's down here at the bottom. Drive ferry
Does that
team.
helps a lot. With
Yeah, because you can put it into...
mopping up.
Yeah, you can get it into a city that'll... You can clean it up.
4 actions. Mop up. Draw 2 player cards. Uh-oh.
Dun dun dun.
Did you move up the tracker?
I did not. I can do that. Go to 3.
Add agents. Draw the bottom.
So shift. Flip. Moscow. Which, didn't they already have some? No, they don't. Ooh, that's got a lot of surveillance.
Okay.
And then... Alright, and then draw your 3 cards. Yuck, yuck, yuck. East Berlin. Ooh, good thing you got rid of
That
those.
helped. Sao Paulo. Uh-oh. Incident in Sao Paulo.
Dun dun dun. Okay, so Sao Paulo gets that, and then... Sleeper cells activate. Place an agent in every city with 1 or more incident tokens in Africa. I don't think we have any, so we're good. But there's only 3 incidents left. Ugh. Yeah, so how do we need to get rid of some of these? Gosh, Moscow now? Ugh. You do 3 cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I put another one in. Wait,
Hanoi? Oh,
so we had
there's
another incident.
there.
I didn't see there was.
Awesome. So awesome. So that. Shift it. Flip it. Rotate it.
Does that mean, like, this tracker should be going up or no?
No, that tracker doesn't.
Okay.
This is kind of like, the other tracker, like the outbreaks or whatever. Yeah, it moves down. Yeah, it's kind of what this is.
Okay.
Recognized players in Africa or Asia that are not in a safe house each lose 1 cover. I'm in. Where am I?
You're in Europe.
Okay. No.
Same here.
No big deal. Oop.
That helps.
Okay. So, what do we need to do? 1, 2. I want to get rid of. I feel like Moscow just came out, right? Oh gosh, it's gonna come out. These are all gonna come out. I feel we're doomed. What can we do? What can we do? We need to get that other city. I can't do a lot. 1, 2, 3. I mean, I have to go 1, 2, 3.
Excuse me.
4. Should I move you somewhere? Wait, 1, 2.
Probably because I don't have. Well, I guess I do have 2. The surveillance piece.
1, 2. I could move you to Sao Paulo. Which could help.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I only did that, so I move you there.
How are we supposed to get this last objective? I mean, we just play to the end of the game, and then all of a sudden we see if we have a...
No, we have to... We need to turn in 3 city cards matching the region to reveal the target city of that region. So that's why, we need 3 Pacific Rim cards.
And we have none.
And turn those in at a safe house to discover that. Or we can just narrow it down by... If we happen to flip over a Pacific Rim card here in the threat deck, we can put an X on it because we know that's not that city. Because in the initial game setup, you pull one of the cards out
That's not the right kind of card, right? If you look at this card, it's cards. So we can't narrow it down unless we've been watching or keeping an eye on...
We've been watching the wrong thing? Well, no, okay. Well, okay, so if we draw one of those cards... Maybe that's how it is. If we draw one of those cards...
But you've pulled like a bunch of them.
I don't think I have. Well, we can look through... Here, we can look through this deck.
I swear you had a bunch.
Because it's the orangey color. Oh, these don't stack nicely.
Seriously, you didn't have any?
I don't think I did.
I swear you had at least one.
There's
There it
one.
is,
Okay,
Sydney.
okay, we did miss that. So we can put one of these on Sydney. Flip this over. So we know it's not Sydney. Okay, so that helps.
Okay.
Yeah, I was totally reading that wrong because, yeah. Let me, does that make sense? This is how it is when we play these games. Like, just always, like, looking at the rules, like, did we do this right? You draw a card from the player deck. Okay, that matches the region of an unknown target. Okay, yeah, I was doing it wrong. So essentially what you did, you pulled out, during game setup, you took all of these Pacific Rim cards and put one of them over here in this under this objective.
And then you shuffled the other ones in.
You shovel the rest back in so you know that if you see one that's not that card. That
you
makes
guys
sense.
are fine.
Well, then it's
Okay.
like, then when you play this and then you start adding new rules, and if you don't play it, like we do it, like maybe once every month, every couple months,
If you don't play,
you got to go back and like, okay, what happens? How do you do this? How do you? There's like
you almost
so
need
many
to
rules.
play like a couple rounds.
Yeah, you just need to
each
like do it all, like, and take like a month and do it or something. But I mean, it's lasted us 2 years on each season, so
week. Oh my god,
it's good. You just don't get to play it very often. But we're on November of season 2, so we've got like a couple more games left, which is cool.
And is it still the #1 game on Board Game Geek?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, so I finished my actions, right? Because I moved you as one of my last actions. So let's do a mop up. There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
Gloomhaven's #1.
Draw
and
my
then
2
Legacy
cards.
Season 1 is
Flip.
that cursed Spirit Islands up there too.
Spirit
Any
Island.
desire to play it, I guess.
Okay, Bangkok. Toronto.
Toronto's getting filled up.
Oh gosh. And Johannesburg. Dun dun dun.
Well, these final 4 are gonna be like,
It's all gonna be, yeah. We're pretty much gonna be done here. I have a strong feeling. So Johannesburg gets an incident. Draw this. Flip it. Q. Sleeper cells activate. Place an agent in every city with 1 or more incident tokens in Asia. Yep.
oh no,
So that means
game over.
that gets one. Well, actually, okay. Not game over yet. Only if we have to draw one more. But, okay, so that's there. Okay, so that's that card. So now we have to do another one. Flippity flip. Rotate you. And again, place an agent in every city with 1 or more incident tokens in Asia. So, now we are
Done.
officially done. Well done.
That really stunk because here we are playing all along, and we needed these cards.
I mean, we wouldn't have got to them, but yeah.
That's South America. These next 3. Wait, what? Okay, what?
I mean, there's 20 cards
Still
left.
10 there?
No, there's like multiple stacks. There's 9, and then 10, 8, 8 and 9.
Weird.
The game has them stacked weird. It was like 5 individual stacks of 10. Or of 9 or something.
So it's... Yeah, let's keep going.
Here, I can tell you what we needed.
Escalation.
Let's flip. We needed Tokyo.
There's one. Canada. Or no. Canada, not Osaka.
Osaka. Well, I like this. I mean, I always love the Legacy games. This is definitely different, but yet still has that familiarity to it.
Definitely different vibes from the virus thing and outbreaks and...
Cool beans.
And those incidents add up quickly. Much like the other pandemic games.
Yeah. So they got a lot of this stuff, like, yeah, you can't read all of it.
I'm guessing that's for the other, like, episodes or chapters.
Yeah, I'm sure you have a whole booklet of things to read like that. Yeah, cool.
Well, shoot.
Well, how long do you want to stay on? We could do Hot Zone. It's a little quicker game.
Could do that.
Stay on a pandemic streak here.
And we can do that quickly.
Yeah, let's switch over to this. Switch to our chatting window. Close that room. Boom. Misty agrees. Pandemic Hot Zone.
Hot Zone. Do do do. Do 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 do. Speaking of Hot Zone, man, it is getting hot in her. I need to turn this heater off.
I'm not as hot as I usually am, but I have a different ring light, so maybe that's why.
It's hot-blooded, my friend. I know. I was just singing. Singing in the Switch. Just singing in the Switch.
Oh, wait. I don't want... Hang on. Do we want heroic difficulty?
Oh,
or
dear Lord.
Standard difficulty?
Let's do standard.
Okay.
We just got blitzed. I mean, come on.
Okay, invite sent. Start Z game. America.
America, you're good now. Everybody must be playing like real board games tonight. All of their Christmas.
I think there was kind of a big party going on yesterday with raiding into everybody's streams all day long, a big kind of thing. So I think a lot of people were on yesterday.
I see that there's like a Zoom-a-thon going on, or a Twitch-a-thon going on tonight too. What did BGG have on tonight?
I'm not sure. Let's go here. I should edit this layout real quick and change my pick. Okay. Oh, it defaulted us into some peeps.
What's that?
I mean, it automatically set up our colors.
Suck with me. So disappointed. Wait, what? Misty, I'm
Yeah, I know.
confused by your comment.
I just ignored it.
Suck with me. Doing the dancing queen. Oh.
See, you saw Kayla.
Is that who that was?
Yeah. Sibity just entered the game.
Here I am.
Okay, now I don't know how to set these up
Oh,
because
it apparently just gives us each rolls.
yeah, can you draw different? I mean, you can't really change the rolls or the colors of the thingamabobbers. Whatever, it's fine.
Many colors.
Well, you should be purple. See, I don't understand that. Like,
Look at these components. They look a lot sharper than.
yes, I'm ignoring. I'm ignoring comments that I just don't know what it means. You know.
I mean, we can make it work.
Yep, we can make it work.
This is, you know, honestly, I think in the rules it actually draws them. You're supposed to draw them randomly.
Yeah, I think so.
Instead of deciding.
Okay. Well,
All right.
Shoot, I didn't pick out the rules for this one yet. Hang on, I should have. Well, okay, we know how to do it. I just don't remember the setup in this one. Let's get it right. Okay, we got that. We got that. 24. That should all be right. Flip over 2. Okay, it's 2 infection cards. 2 infection cards. 2 infection cards. Okay. That's the main. That's the main thing I screwed up before. So, we're going to have Miami. We'll get... Oh, wait, actually, wait. Plays 3 cubes. Yeah, okay. So Miami gets 3 cubes.
Welcome to Miami.
Come on. And Atlanta.
I can help too, sorry.
Atlanta, right there. Okay, so those ones get 3. You want to draw the next 2 cards?
2.
They get 2.
Boston.
Boston. Oh, wow. I just
What did you
took
do?
the whole bag somehow. Sweet.
Dude, I was helping.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. No, it's
Boston. I don't know how I picked up the bag. That's pretty cool.
okay.
Anyway.
And oh, next one, Guadalajara.
I mean, that's going to drive me nuts now.
How did you do that?
I don't know. Guadalajara. Okay. Dallas will have 1. And New York will have 1.
New York, New York.
New York.
Okay.
That's all.
That's it. Do you want to go first?
Player with the highest city population.
Throw these out
I
here.
usually don't go by that. Oh yeah, good idea. Wait, why? Why is it? That's dumb.
What?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I'm
Like-
the dispatcher.
Like, why do they have snap points for some of this stuff?
Move any pawn directly to any other pawn city. Move another player's pawn to a connected city.
I am the generalist. I have 5 actions per turn.
Makes it easy. Okay. So, wait a second.
So the
Is
highest...
the pawn the same color? Or...
Well, that's what you would think.
Okay, I'll be orange.
As I say, I think it's white and yellow, but
Okay.
because I think it's supposed to be yellow.
Wonder if this is in beta mode.
So whoever has a city card with the highest population goes first. Looks like you have Montreal. You can go first.
Montreal has 1 million people.
1.7. Okay. Dallas has 1.3, 1.4.
While I'm here, gosh, this is something where, since we don't have the one roll giving cards, we have to do it in the city.
Yeah, I hate that one.
And that's going to be really hard.
You already have 3 though, so you just need 1 blue card.
So I'm going to take 1.
That was the other thing I didn't like about this one is you have to go to Atlanta every time. Like, you can't build more research stations.
You don't in the... Oh, that's true, yeah.
You can only... Like, yeah, normally you can build a research station wherever.
3. Okay. Draw 2 player cards. Watch one's an epidemic. Hey!
Ooh, sweet!
Okay. So that helps.
That is great.
And 2.
Santo Domingo.
República Dominicana. Is that one?
Tegucigalpa.
Tegucigalpa.
Tegucigalpa. As we butcher these names.
Yabba dabba ding dong.
Alright. So you're gonna do that. I got a card here. Remote treatment. Return any 2 cubes from the board to the supply.
Ooh.
I don't feel like we need it yet. I'll head towards Boston. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay.
Nice.
And Seattle. Okay, cool. Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
Indianapolis. Boom. And a card, or a cube to Toronto. Okay, cool. Cool.
All right, I'm gonna.
I'll probably stay up in this region then.
And then I'm gonna go here.
Nice.
My 3rd action. And then I'm gonna turn these in for my 4th. We're gonna cure that disease.
All right.
Give me that look easy.
Which means you can take all the cubes of that color now.
That's right.
Out of that city. Oh, yeah, I got a mess going on over here.
Yeah, things are out of line.
I don't understand. There's like these snap points that like flip the card over and do silly things.
Washington, onto Calgary. There we go.
All right.
Misty Mountain, have you played this one? Pandemic, Hot Zone, North America. It's a quick and easy. Most games last about 20 minutes, but
let's go 1,
very abbreviated.
2, 3, 4. Oh, I get 5 actions. Dang it. So 5.
Nice.
Forgot about that. So then, 1, 2, epidemic. Wah, wah. Advance that to 2. Draw the bottom card. So shift draw. Havana, which will get 3 cubes.
In old Havana, I said Havana.
And then, lastly, shuffle those cards back in. Okay.
So in order for you to give me the Guadalajara card, we both have to be in Guadalajara.
Both have to be there, yes.
That is just atrocious.
Yeah. That's what I found difficult about this one, is it's hard to get to each other and then have to get back to Atlanta to do the cards. But
you only get 3 moves.
I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, I can't even get there. Okay, so discard that and then draw 2 of these. So Calgary.
It is. It's very simple and fast paced.
And come on. There we go. Tegucigalpa.
Tegucigalpa.
Okay.
Wanala Hakalu.
Hello.
Right.
Hola.
1,
Okay.
2, 3,
4.
4.
What did you do? You can move a pawn. Okay. So you can move me. If you get to Guadalajara, you can move me there.
4.
Because you can move another pawn to... You can move another pawn to any pawn. So you can move me to your spot.
Hey, look at that.
Or you don't need to.
Yeah.
Okay, so Calgary I could get from you somehow.
I'll be G. No wonder JJ the jet plane isn't on here tonight.
He's helping my daughter.
Okay. So one to Toronto. One to Indianapolis. There we go.
Huh. Do we have any threats right now? We don't. I'm gonna use this. Oh, well. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'll use this card. So draw the bottom card from the infection deck. So, boom. Flip it over. It's yellow. Return that infection card and 3 matching cubes back to the box. So, to the box. And then 3 matching cubes. So,
wow, that's a really good card.
That.
I don't think I've seen that one yet.
Yeah, I've not seen that one. Let's go Guadalajara.
Oh, you know what? I bet it's one of those orange event cards. And we have not used those yet. You put the card in the...
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I bet it is, because I have not used the event cards. That's true.
Yeah.
Because I thought it'd make it harder.
That's what I thought,
and
too.
then that goes there. Okay, and then I also have return any 2 cubes. I don't think I need to use that yet. I'll hold on to that one. So, that's not an action. I don't think, right?
Right.
Not an action. What is that one?
Those usually aren't.
Oh. Shoot, I didn't see this. When I drew it, it said play immediately, then discard. So I should have played it when I drew it. Which,
oh, well.
Which would have done this. Yeah, would have done the same thing.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So, I'll go 1, 2, 3. I can do both of these for 4.
You sure can.
And then doesn't really matter. 5. I'll go there for 5. Oh, I don't need to get to Guadalajara now, though, so okay, cool. Oh, dang it.
What'd you get?
Epidemic. So that... let me draw my other card while I'm thinking about it. Okay. That goes up. Draw that.
That one quiet night card is really helpful.
So Chicago.
Use it now if you want.
It's 3. And then flip all this. Shuffle all this. Pick it all up, put it there. So that's that. And then, yeah, I might go ahead and use that this time. I think that's a good idea.
Otherwise, they tend not to get used.
Yeah. So that means skip that, so it's your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Turn these in.
Booyah. I'm not going to say anything yet, though.
No kidding.
Let's see, who's playing? Silver Metal Tavern's playing. Board Game Blitz is playing. Ooh, we could go read them. Oh, they're playing Portal. It's not even a board game, people. Come on.
Portal's fun.
But it's cool.
Alright, so 1 Toronto. We're going to Chicago.
Let's see, play Cartographers.
Alright. Hey, did we have an outbreak?
No.
Okay.
We had
I saw Chicago with 3, so I didn't know.
Nope, I just put 3 out there. Alright. Thanks, Misty Mountain.
Bye. Have a good evening. Thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for following me on Insta.
Thanks for the...
See you out there.
Thanks for all the things.
Subscription.
Oh yeah, thanks for the sub. I appreciate that a ton. Okay. And you can tell me some emotes that you want me to make, and I'll make them for you. This is what I have is probably boring. Okay. So you got that taken care of. Both have 2 red cards. Dang you.
Dang you, Scuba Steve.
Dallas. Nothing. I probably should get to Calgary, though. 1, 2, 3. At least take care of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Not a bad idea.
That's about it. I could return 2 cubes. I think we're still okay right now. Chicago.
You're out. Go on. Go on.
Logistics failure. Okay. Play immediately, then discard. Resolve the draw infection card step twice this turn? Oh my gosh.
I really wish you would have played that other card. I had no idea these cards.
I did not know, so suck. Well then, okay, we'll go do our first one.
Tegucigalpa.
Googla. Indianapolis. Chicago crap. Chicago crap. So that goes there. Minneapolis. Indianapolis. Washington.
One
Toronto. Got it. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. That was the first three, right?
Yes.
Well, wow, weird. What I should do is this: 1, 2, 3. Flip, flip, flip. Okay. So Washington. Yikes. Guadalajara. Oh boy. And Havana. Havana. Well, I mean, could have been worse. Could have been worse.
It could have been, yeah, especially with 6.
But Chicago
How do
and Washington
these cards to each other?
needs help. You know what? I'm going to do this. Use any time. Return 2 cubes. Let's get rid of... I mean, these are going to...
Okay, I have an idea. So if I pull you to Dallas with me, can I get your Dallas card?
Yes.
At least?
Yes. And Seattle. So
1.
Oh.
There we go. 1, 2, 3.
What else do I have? Seattle.
I'm gonna go here for, and we'll see what I draw. Oh man.
Nice.
Yes. Okay, well, we're sitting pretty.
Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Newark.
Santo
Santo Domingo.
Okay,
Nice. Nice.
so I
nice.
can cure red if you want to go, if you can. Get rid of some.
Blue.
Do you have a card you can fly there?
Well, I'm already... Oh, shoot. Okay. I can get rid of... I can go 1, 2, 3, 4.
But
Well,
if you
oh, I
fly-
guess I could fly to something, yeah. New York or Chicago?
That's one action, and then you could get rid of... Well, I guess Chicago's not too high, but still.
It's about the same either way. I go
You
1.
could fly
I go 1 to Indianapolis, clear those for 2. Chicago.
So 1,
I mean, it's
2,
kind of the
3.
same either way. Fly to Chicago, clear those. Move to Toronto, clear those. I'm clearing 4 cubes either way I do it.
Yeah.
Unless I did something like fly to Chicago, clear cubes, fly to... it doesn't really matter. Fly to New York. I mean, it's all kind of the same. All kind of the same no matter which way I do it. So I'll just go here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll just put myself in Washington. And I guess that's it.
That works. And let's hope for no epidemic.
All right, cool.
Nice.
So we got this stuff. Oh. Boston. Dallas. And Atlanta. Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah. 1.
And we win.
Da-da-da-da. Brittany, when we were playing, she's like, do we have to go back and get all of the diseases?
Nope.
Like,
we just let it go.
we work for the CDC.
Yeah. Oh. What's happening?
It's me.
Oh, boy. Okay, cool.
Well, at least we won 1.
Yeah.
Gonna add this to the... I feel like I can't add Pandemic Legacy Prologue because I don't have the rest of the game.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's up to you.
It's up to me. If it were up to me, I don't know.
Felicia Days playing Cyberpunk.
We gonna raid with 2?
I mean, we can.
Gosh, we've played 34 games on here.
Seriously? Does not seem like we've been doing it for that long, but I mean, I guess.
And you were the generalist.
I need to go see.
With the dispatcher.
Shoot, so how come... Okay, so all those people that raided earlier, they don't show up in the list. Many nerds nerding.
Many nerds are nerding. For outdoor trips.
Well, awesome.
Good stuff.
Let's finish. What just happened? Victory. Let's go back to the chatting window.
Well, I did like that the game. So are the other games, are they more virus related then?
Yes. Yeah, so season 1 starts off just like regular Pandemic with the viruses spreading everywhere.
Okay.
But then something happens. The viruses mutate, and I don't want to spoil things, but things kind of change. And then season 2 is like 70 years later, when the events that happened in season 1 have kind of like
dissipated.
Well, kind of changed the world. So in season 2, you start off where you can't even see the whole map. You start off on all these little, like, they call them havens, just out in the ocean, like a floating city kind of thing.
Mega City Oceana.
Kind of. And you have to start exploring and uncovering parts of the map. And so you're putting down stickers to uncover the map. It's really cool.
That's awesome.
And that one, so the first one is like the same way you're curing diseases, getting rid of them. In the second one, the diseases kind of spread everywhere. And so instead of taking cubes off the board, you're trying to add cubes to the board, which are supplies. So you're trying to add supplies to the different cities to keep them... Because it's like the opposite. So when you flip a card over to add a cube, in this one you flip a card over, you have to take a cube out of the city.
Away.
So you're trying to keep the cities supplied with cubes. So it's a totally different thing.
That's awesome.
So it's really cool.
Did Matt Leacock, did he make anything else
I don't
besides the Pandemic games?
think... I'm not actually sure. I don't think so.
Just curious.
But I'm not really sure, to be honest. Why can't I get to this? Sorry, I'm trying to go follow this. Many nerds nerding. There we go. Follow.
Many nerds are nerding. So The Office is no longer on Netflix.
Yeah.
They're having a special on
Sad
video
day.
right now that you can buy all of them digitally for $30. And if you buy them individually season-wise, they're like $17.99. So this has been my life the last year. Like,
Just
I fold laundry and watch
rewatching all of it.
Yeah. So it's sad that it's gone. But
I'm gonna go home.
what are we gonna play next week?
Gosh, I don't know. I don't know. I should look through the list. I'm gonna take a real quick restroom break. I'll be back.
Did you stop the Zoom or the Twitch?
No, it's still going.
Is it okay?
I don't know if we wanted to raid anybody.
Yeah, we can go
I
raid.
don't know if nobody's really here, but I'll be
Even
back.
if it's
I'll be back in
Silver
a.
Metal Tap.
Yeah, I think I'll probably go there. I'll be back in a second.
Okay. Okay. Everybody. 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 If you're watching right now, you're the best. Here's what you always is. Happy New Year. Superman's the best. He could totally beat Batman if Batman didn't have kryptonite. So there's that. Yeah, I don't think anybody's even watching right now, so it's fine. It's good. It's good. But yeah. So that's all I got.
I'm back.
Going through it in one of my other profiles and just liking your Instagram posts.
You are?
Yep. I was talking to a few people too that weren't. You have the Oceania expansion?
Yep. I just got it for my birthday. We haven't played it yet, but it comes with all new boards and new. There's a new food type, which is nectar. A whole bunch of new birds, of course, but there's new player boards, which change it up a little bit. But we haven't tried. Okay. We haven't played it yet. Well, so that's on here. We could try that. It's on Tabletopia. Oceania.
Okay. So we could try that next week?
That could be a thought, yeah.
Okay. Let's do it.
I mean, I'll look through, see if there's anything else that strikes my mind. But, I mean, I like playing those games that we kind of know how to play.
Yeah.
And it'll be a little bit new with the expansion stuff, but I think that's fine. We can get through it. Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That
would be good.
That could be a plan. Let's go.
That will work. Okay, that Friday that we had Christmas at Impella.
Yeah.
Did we play Architects that day?
I think so.
Did we all get there early, or I thought? Because I saw a post of yours on December 19th.
I
And
thought
it looks like it's daylight outside, so I'm like, December 19th was a. Oh, it was a Saturday. Okay,
was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday morning when everybody left.
that makes sense. Okay, okay. I was like, how did that happen? Anyway. Do you want to raid?
Sure, sure.
Small but mighty raid.
Don't know if anybody's left here. Doubt it.
Just myself, you, and myself.
And pretzel rocks and some other things. I'm gonna let's shut pretzel rocks off. It's annoying me. Shut that off. Shut those instructions off. And let's go find raid. Silver medal. He's only got 7 in there right now too, so it's a quiet night, I think.
It's a quiet night.
He's playing. Oh, he's playing Cartographers. I do want to play that game. Okay, so I'm gonna see. So this always screws up for me. Let's start the raid. Okay, if anybody's here, we're raiding. Thanks for stopping by. I don't think anybody's left. Let's start the raid.
Here we go.
1 viewer's ready to raid. 2 viewers. And raid now. But see, it's so confusing to me. It doesn't actually take me there.